everybody, welcome back to my kitchen, and today another pressure cooker recipe. Today we're going to be making mushroom risotto. Yes, I said risotto. Have you ever had risotto? And if you have you ever tried to make it yourself? I'm going to show you a pretty foolproof way to make mushroom risotto, or any kind of risotto for that matter, in your pressure cooker. Comes out perfect every time, and I know you're going to love it. Let's go see how this all comes together. We're going to go over all the ingredients for our mushroom risotto, and we're going to be making this in our pressure cooker. Today I'm going to be using my Power Pressure XL, and that's a 6 quart, and this is so easy and so delicious. You are going to love it. If you are a fan of risotto and you love that creamy rice dish, and you've tried to cook it before on the stovetop where you saute the rice.
Or on Hell's Kitchen.
Well, yeah, or on Hell's Kitchen. And you add a little bit of the stock, and then you stir it, and you wait, and you add more stock, and you stir it, and you wait. And it can take up to an hour to make risotto on the stovetop that way. But in the pressure cooker, it literally takes 7 minutes once the vessel is up to pressure. So what you're going to need is 2 cups of arborio rice. There is no substitute. This is the type of rice you need to have when you make risotto. I'm using this kind, no endorsement. I'm just using this kind because it's non-GMO, sustainable, and I happen to love the Lundberg line of rices. So when I'm going to use a specific type of rice, that's the kind I use. So that's 2 cups of arborio rice. I have 4 cups of chicken broth that I made for my Shirley J chicken bouillon. I have 1 cup or so of finely diced onion. We're going to use a half a cup of freshly grated Parmesan cheese. I have about 4 or 5 cloves of garlic that is minced. I have 2 tablespoons each of butter and olive oil. I have 1 pound of cremini mushrooms, and then we're going to season it up with a teaspoon of dried thyme and a tablespoon of dried parsley. And then this butter is 2 tablespoons that we're going to finish it off with at the end, and this Parmesan cheese also goes in at the end. So let's go get the pressure cooker, and we'll bring it on over here, and we will start this show on the road. Alright, I've got my butter and my olive oil that I melted down, and I have my onion and garlic in here sauteing. I also have a pinch of pepper that I put in there. It does smell amazing. Okay, so what I want to do next, before we add the mushrooms, is I want to put the rice in here because I want to give it a little bit of a toast. Just get this all coated with that oil and butter. Kind of like, you guys know when you make rice-a-roni or something like that, or rice pilaf. Same kind of idea here. And now we're going to go ahead and I'm going to add our parsley and our thyme in here right now. Give it a good stir. And then our mushrooms. Now we're going to add our liquid. You can use chicken stock, chicken broth. I made mine with Shirley J chicken bouillon because I thought I had some chicken stock, but I didn't. So, you know, that's how it happens. Okay, now that's that. We're ready to move on. I'll grab my lid. Make sure that your pressure valve is set to sealed. And then I've got this set, let's see, I'm gonna do this for rice. I'm going to do 7 minutes, and then we're going to bring this up to pressure, let it cook for 7 minutes, and then I'm going to quick release it, and when it's ready to go, I'll come back and I'll show you what happens next. Our mushroom risotto came up to pressure, cooked for 7 minutes, came down from pressure, and I quick released it, and I've taken the lid off and given it a bit of a stir. Now what we want to do, you can see how beautiful it is, and what we're going to do is we're going to turn it into a creamy, delicious finished risotto. We're going to add 2 tablespoons of butter and just let that melt on in there. We're going to add a half a cup of heavy cream and just stir that in. This is going to make it rich and delicious. The heavy cream is optional. I also wanted to tell you too that you can add a half a cup of white wine to the vessel before you pressurize the risotto. We just don't happen to enjoy wine in our cooking, so we leave it out. but I did include it in the recipe. And then a half a cup of freshly grated Parmigiano Reggiano. And I might like it to be just a little bit looser, so I'm gonna add just a little more stock. Okay, I have the jar that I made the chicken bouillon in, and I'm kind of rinsing it out and adding a little more liquid in here, because risotto should not be, it should be really creamy. And rather than adding more cream, and this is already hot enough, everything is going to just heat up fine. This is one of those places where you just gotta eyeball it, and it's personal preference. We're not cooking for Gordon Ramsay, we're cooking for our family, and they're gonna love this because it's absolutely wonderful. You can see how creamy it is, and now that it's loosened up a little, that's exactly where you want it. Just beautiful. Okay, I'm gonna go fix you a plate and we'll be right back and I'll show you what this looks like. There you have it. There's delicious mushroom risotto that we made in our pressure cooker, which made it super simple and really foolproof. I mean, this beats cooking it on top of the stove and adding liquid every 5 minutes any day. You are not gonna believe the amazing flavor that you're gonna get from this. And then the only thing that I do want to do is I want to take my microplane and I want to hit this with just a little bit more Parmesan cheese, because you can never have too much cheese. So that's how you make a delicious mushroom risotto in your pressure cooker. I bet you didn't even know you could do that. And if you are a pressure cooker fan, if you just got a pressure cooker or an Instant Pot for Christmas, I hope that you give this a try, because you will never cook rice the same way again. You will never boil eggs the same way again. You will never make a risotto the traditional way again once you do it in your pressure cooker. So I hope that you loved this video, and if you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up. And if you are new to my channel and you just happened upon here by some rabbit hole that you went down, well, welcome. I love inviting new people in and welcoming them into my kitchen. Please hit that subscribe button. And if you are a tried and true member of the Noreen's Kitchen family, always know how much we appreciate that you are here. And be sure and go down and hit the bell notification button, because we don't want you to miss out on all the real food for real people, real easy recipes that we present all the time right here on our YouTube channel and straight from our kitchen. I hope that you give this mushroom risotto in the pressure cooker a try sometime soon, and I hope that you love it. And until next time, I'll see ya.